How we doing, my brothers and sisters in Christ? It is your man right here, Ben has ball knowledge, ready to kick off the 2026 college football news season on the YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be going through the top transfer portal quarterbacks, the top 8 in my eyes, and predicting where they are going to be playing football next season. Man, oh man, do I love transfer portal season. Transfer portal is going to open on January 2nd, and there are a lot of big names out there, and it is turning into free agency. A lot of people don't like it. I love it because as an LSU fan, I want to see a new quarterback this year, but I also just want to see how crazy college football can get because it's a sport we love, and you gotta adapt. You gotta evolve, and things are gonna change, and I love it. I do love it. So let's kick it off with our first quarterback, Brendan Sorsby, the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bearcats for the past 2 seasons. Big guy. He's 6'3", 235. He's the number 1 portal quarterback, number 1 player on 247's transfer portal list. He's got a really strong lower body. He's a really effective runner. He's a pretty solid arm, good arm strength. He can get the ball down the field, and he's a pretty durable player. He doesn't get injured too often. Reminds me a lot of Jackson Dart. He's really tough, got a really competitive mindset. Watched him a lot this season. Poised under pressure. That guy gets hit a lot with that Cincinnati offensive line, and he's able to make some pretty big plays. And he really doesn't make mistakes. This season he didn't, run as much. He definitely ran a lot. He ran for 580 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. But last year he relied a lot on his legs, really hurt him. But, passing the football, really efficient. 2,800 yards passing, 27 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Not a turnover-worthy dude. Just really good overall quarterback. The rumors are Texas Tech, and Tennessee, and all these schools with a lot of money who love quarterbacks, or Florida, honestly. But I actually think that he will be committing to LSU. There was a rumor on an LSU trusted news source, inside source, who said Brendan Sorsby's number 1 team currently on his list is LSU, and he fits the mold for Lane Kiffin's offense very, very well. My prediction, he will be an LSU Tiger next year. Now, just some added reasoning to a lot of these picks, I might say one quarterback goes to the same school, because either he's going to sit and wait, or, I just have a better feeling about some of these players than I do others. But we're going to get to the next player, DJ Lagway. Quarterback from Florida. He is a sophomore. He's huge, 6'3", 247. Man's a chunk of meat. He's got a cannon arm, really can rip it, high-end velocity on a lot of his throws. He's an explosive runner for his build as well. He can get, when he gets in the open field, he can run. He definitely hasn't shown it off too much, but in high school, he was a beast. This season, threw for 2,300 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, but threw 14 interceptions. All of y'all remember the 5 interception game against LSU. I was actually at that game in Death Valley. Had a pretty good first couple drives, and then it just kind of went downhill for him. He also ran for 136 yards and a touchdown. The man doesn't really have a lot of confidence, and that's kind of what his problem has been with Billy Napier and with Florida. He's really aggressive. He clearly, from what people tell me, he's a competitive guy. Who elevates the energy when the team is winning, when he's playing well, but he just hasn't gotten that confidence that he needs to lead a football team out in the field. The rumors right now are Baylor, LSU, Louisville, these schools. I really could see him going to Baylor because he is from the Waco area. He's a Willis, Texas guy. And Baylor, look what they did with Sawyer Robertson this past season. He is an electric player. Really, really good passer of the football, and gave Sawyer Robertson a lot of confidence to just rip it, And Dave Aranda needs to save his job. So I think that they're going to throw a bag, and DJ Lagway will be the quarterback for the Baylor Bears next season. Third quarterback on our list is Dylan Raiola from Nebraska, the sophomore, highly touted prospect coming out of high school. Just your prototypical quarterback frame. He's 6'3", 230, really good frame. Not really an athletic player. He definitely is a bit more of a pocket passer. Pretty clean mechanics. He's a really quick release. As we all know, this guy loves Patrick Mahomes. He glazes him. He wants to be Patrick Mahomes. This guy salivates, every single time he sees Patrick Mahomes in person, on Instagram, wherever. He's a really strong arm. He's accurate. Mechanics, are actually pretty good, even though they're a little janky. He's a really smart football player. This season, he threw for 2,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. His season was cut short, I think, in Game 8 for an ankle injury. But man is a really smart football player. He was really calm and composed in the pocket, even as a true freshman. And he's a really coachable player from what I've heard. Just looking at him and a lot of the quarterback training videos and the way people talk about him, he's a very coachable player. He has transferred. I think this might be his 5th time transferring. He transferred 4 times in high school, flipped, multiple times in high school with commits, and then now transferring from Nebraska. Now, the rumors with him, you got Louisville, you got Miami, you got Oregon, okay? Louisville makes sense with Jeff Brom. Jeff Brom really does a good job coaching quarterbacks and turning them into pretty productive football players. Miami could throw a bag and get him. Look what they've done with Cam Ward. And now, they just need someone to fill in the shoes of the good boy from Georgia, Carson Beck, Sid the Sloth. You could throw a bag at him, or Oregon could come in and get him. I feel like he'd fit Dan Lanning's offensive system very well. But also, we don't know what Michigan is doing yet. That's something I'm waiting on. Because if Bryce Underwood leaves, there's going to be quarterback vacancy in Michigan. I did see in a tweet, he said something about Kyle Whittingham. I love Kyle Whittingham, great coach from Utah. Can't wait to see what he does for Michigan athletics. He didn't say, I can't wait to see what he does with us. Or he was like, okay, so we don't know yet what Bryce Underwood's decision is. We still have 3 days until the transfer portal opens. But my prediction, I think he's going to go to Louisville. I think he's going to follow Jeff Brom and just learn under him, become a productive quarterback, and make Louisville an ACC contender. The next quarterback we're going to talk about is Byram Brown from South Florida. The guy is thick, athletic, really legit dual threat. He is probably the best dual threat in all college football this past year. 6'3", 232 passing yards. He threw for 3,100 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But rushing is where he was legit. 1,000 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. Dude has a really big playmaker mentality. He's really comfortable in chaos. When you're playing American football, in that AAC conference, it's going to be a lot of chaotic defenses out there, and he was really comfortable in that chaos. He's tough. He's resilient. This guy reminds me of Haynes King if he wasn't always getting hurt. He actually sticks to the game plan. He has 1 year left, and I think we all know what he's going to do. He's going to follow Alec Golesh to Auburn. There are some rumors at Tennessee or anything like that, but I really think he's going to go to Auburn. We just saw Deuce Knight enter the transfer portal. We just saw Cam Coleman, all these guys. Golesh has to get his quarterback, and I think they're making room for him in Auburn, Alabama. So I think Byram Brown will be an Auburn Tiger next season. Next quarterback we're going to talk about is Rocco Becht from Iowa State. He is going to be a senior this upcoming year. He's a pretty compact build, smaller guy, 6'1", 210. He's a quick release, really smart football player. He's really accurate, doesn't have the strongest arm. He's definitely an improvising quarterback. He's, probably been one of the longest tenured quarterbacks in the Big 12 and just in college football in general. He's a really comfortable passer. He's been just a really consistent quarterback as well. This year, he threw for 2,100 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Definitely threw the ball, interceptions a lot. Did that the year before as well. But he led Iowa State to the Big 12 championship game. Just rushing, he can get it done when he needs to. He's not going to be the guy that's going to completely elevate your team in the rushing way and in the scrambling way, but he'll do it if you need him to, right? The rumors for him, Penn State or Florida State. I mean, smart football player. He's really disciplined from what I heard. He's a leader, and he's like a process-driven decision maker. That's what Matt Campbell kind of drove into his mind. But I think he's going to follow his head coach, Matt Campbell, to Penn State. I just think it just makes way too much sense, with Iowa State and that whole exodus that's happening in that program. He's probably just going to follow his coach to Penn State and hopefully get his draft stock to improve while also getting a bag. So our next quarterback is going to be Josh Hoover from Texas Christian University. This guy's been the most consistent, stat-producing quarterback in college football for the past 3 years. He's actually right now has the most passing yards, passing touchdowns, and completions currently in college football out of all the active players. He's an average quarterback build. He's 6'2", 205. He's got a good arm, pretty adequate arm strength. He's got some functional mobility. He's not a really mobile quarterback, but like Rocco, if he needs to, he will. This season, he threw for 2,300 passing yards, 22 touchdown passes, and 6 interceptions. Put up some good numbers, but he's been doing that his entire career. Really calm and composed quarterback in the pocket. TCU didn't have the best offensive line these past couple of years. Still put up good numbers. Good situational awareness. He makes good plays at good times. And he's a reliable decision maker. He didn't really make too many bad decisions at TCU. As you saw, 22 touchdown passes to 6 interceptions is really good numbers for a quarterback in the Big 12. The rumors for him are Tennessee, Indiana. You can even sprinkle in some Florida in there, or Oregon, or whatever. I think this guy's going to be an Indiana Hoosier. In high school, he was committed to Indiana and then flipped to TCU at the last minute. I think it just makes way too much sense. Kurt Cignetti loves pocket passer quarterbacks, and that's what Josh Hoover is. He's going to be probably the best pocket passer in this class. When you look at it, nobody in this class is really a pocket passer other than Josh Hoover, and he is exactly what Kurt Cignetti wants. He wants a smart quarterback with a good arm, good decision maker. There you go. Josh Hoover will be an Indiana Hoosier in 2026. The next quarterback is probably my personal favorite of the list, Sam Leavitt from Arizona State. This guy is what you love to see in college football quarterbacks these days. Really confident guy. Solid frame. He's 6'2", 215. Really, really good athlete. The guy makes a lot of really cool improvising moves. He's got some good speed. He's got a pretty decent arm, too. He's got one of the smoothest, releases. Oh, my gosh. When he hits that sidearm across the middle of the field, beautiful, beautiful. Makes you salivate when you love quarterback play. Really confident guy. You see him. He loves football. This guy loves football. He's comfortable running tempo offenses like what Kenny Dillingham was doing these past 2 seasons. These offenses like getting to the line and getting plays. He had some weapons, but man, he could make plays with his legs as well. And he's really resilient. A lot of mistakes he would make, this guy would just get back up and just keep fighting. You know what I mean? He wouldn't spiral like a DJ Lagway or a lot of these other guys like Rocco Beck. And once they made mistakes, this guy would get back in the game and try to win you it, Look at the Texas Tech game this past season. Or the Texas game last season in the playoffs. His passing stats, 2,400 yards and 19 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Then again, this guy only played, 8 or 9 games. Didn't really play too many games. Still put up a lot of yards. Put up some good stats. Rushing yards, 420 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. Dude's a dog. He is a dog. Now, the teams that are listed right now for Pete Nakos are Oregon and LSU, 2 teams that are fighting over him. So, if Brennan Sorsby does not go to LSU, he is going to Texas Tech. Okay, Sam Leavitt will have to make a decision here coming up soon. If Oregon beats Texas Tech in the game, in the Orange Bowl, I think what you're going to see is, schools like LSU are going to be like, hey, Sam, we really want you to, to make a decision here so we can, follow through with our process. And I know that Sam Leavitt's camp has been talking to LSU and to Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin wants Sam Leavitt. He is exactly like Jackson Dart. Sam Leavitt is a almost carbon copy of Jackson Dart. The way he plays, the way he's confident, the way he runs, everything. I think it's a two-way thing. I think he's the most likely quarterback to be LSU's quarterback next season. So if Oregon wins this week, I will see Sam Leavitt going to LSU. But if Oregon loses, I think he will be an Oregon Duck because you're going to see Dante Moore go to the NFL. So right now, Sam Leavitt will be an Oregon Duck if Oregon loses this week. But if they win, Sam Leavitt will be an LSU Tiger. And then you will see Brendan Sorsby come over to Texas Tech. So there's that. And the last quarterback we're going to talk about is a really interesting player that I've loved watching the past couple of seasons, even as a backup, Bo Pribula from Missouri. Now, this guy's got he's a good athletic build. He's 6'2", 205. He's a hard runner. Guy's got some good legs. He's got a burst, too, when he runs. And he's got some pretty average arm strength. He's got good delivery. He's got a quick release. Really tough, selfless competitor. This guy loves football. He doesn't really care about stats. He just cares about winning football games. He's trusted in these big moments, even though his role has changed a lot throughout his football career. Got good quarterback IQ, not the best pocket awareness, but IQ-wise, he knows what to do. Passing yards this year, he threw for 1,180 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Didn't turn over the ball too much. And rushing, he ran for 610 yards and 8 touchdowns. So good runner, and he was also injured for a good chunk of the season. Now, the rumors are either he goes to Penn State, comes home, homecoming to Penn State, join Matt Campbell. If Rocco Beck doesn't go there, that's not going to happen. This guy is going to be a Virginia Tech, whatever you call it, turkey. I don't know. The Who's? Virginia Tech Who's? I think that's what you call him. He's going to be a gobbler for Virginia Tech. I think he's going to be James Franklin's quarterback for 1 year. Franklin's going to help, produce and grow a lot of these quarterbacks that he's bringing in via recruitment, high school ranks, whatever it is. But I think he's going to be a solid 1 year starter for them. And you will see Bo Pribula being a quarterback at Virginia Tech in the 2026 season. Now, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and tuning in for some phenomenal quarterback rankings from your man right here. I just thank you all for tuning in. Leave any comments for any suggestions or uploads that you want me to do in the future, any video ideas. And if you have any comments or concerns about what I said, leave them in the comment section. I'm going to be answering all y'all. So I love football, and I love y'all. God bless. Hope y'all have a great week of college football, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.